Think your smartphone is immune to cyber attacks? Think again. One very sophisticated type of attack is becoming more and more widespread. Here to explain is Chiranjeev Bordoloi, CEO of cybersecurity firm TopPatch. Chiranjeev, thanks for joining us. So, one thing that I've seen in headlines lately is ransomware. Let's talk about that. Can you explain what it is?
Ransomware is when someone takes control of your phone and then they want you to pay them some money to let you use your phone again.
So how much are these cyber criminals asking for?
It's usually less than the cost of the phone, so very little. It's $100, $200, because they know that most smartphones cost a lot more than that these days. And they figure, if they ask for too much money, you may not pay it.
So now that your phone is infected, what happens next?
You're dealing with a cyber criminal. A criminal is not going to do something good after he's done something bad. Even if you've paid your ransom, most times, more often than not, you're never going to get your phone back. You're going to have to go to the Genius Bar, or you're going to have to completely reset your phone to the factory settings.
And the data that's on your phone, the cyber criminals have access to it.
Absolutely. So that's a good point, because what happens is once they have control of your phone, they can take all the data that's on your phone and send it off to a remote server somewhere, and then use that for future attacks, not just to you, but to your friends and family, whoever else is on your contact list.
Tell me, how are they taking over someone's phone?
They're using security vulnerabilities that exist in your device and the applications that are running on your device. So you could be downloading a malicious application without knowing it. You think it's just a fun game, but it's actually a cyber criminal designed it especially to look like a game, but it's got something called a key logging application in there, which records every keystroke and sends it off to a remote server. The same way you can get infected on your PC is exactly the same way you can get infected on your smartphone. But these scams have been designed to affect users of smartphones in that manner.
I see. And how would someone go about protecting themselves from a scam like this?
So one of the most important things you could do is, and I know this is annoying, but you get all these updates for all the apps on your phone, and you just keep pushing it off. I think it's really important to have the most current version of the app running on your phone. Reason being, when software developers find a vulnerability in their phone, or security professionals like myself have reported it to them, or consumers have reported it to them, they push out what's called a patch. So it's a vulnerability patch or a security patch, and the app kind of closes that vulnerability and protects you. So therefore, I think it's critical that consumers patch their applications as frequently as necessary.
And is there a tip that you could give for consumers just to know if an app is malware or not?
One simple thing everyone can do is do a search for the application name and malware. When you do that in Google, Google goes and searches all the databases out there where security professionals like myself and or other consumers or numerous other people have mentioned that particular app developer or that app being a rogue app, or an application being used for malicious use. So then you know that not to download that app. So that's one common way. And a lot of application developers, you find kind of name applications very similar to famous applications, well-known applications. So you think you're going to go download this great game that all your friends have, but essentially you downloaded something really malicious.
Well, CJ, I want to thank you so much for talking to us about this. It's pretty eye-opening.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
For more tech news, stay with us here at cbsnews.com.